let's mill around a little bit. By that, I mean just walk loosely around the circles, mill. Let it come into your body. The part of you that you keep, a part of you that you keep hidden.
I keep secrets. I have all these secrets.
What does that part of you want to say?
I've been stopping everything because I was afraid I was going to die.
Let the words come out.
If I'm going to die, fine.
Louder.
I don't want to be the one to kill me.
So if you were to break your silence on one thing that needs to come out now, what would it be?
I would tell all of it.
So who do we need to talk to then?
Well, my parents.
Okay. You want to bring them up and talk to them for a moment?
I know that I was about 2 when they married. And one of the things I remember is when they married and they finally came to pick us up. And my siblings were asleep in the back seat, and I peered over the front seat, and I was just so happy to be there. And there was my new dad and my mom, and then without warning, this fist comes up and hits me in the face and knocks me in the back. And you know what? That's the way it was from then on in. Well, I'll start with you first, because you know how much I loved you. And you brought him in to our family, and you let him do what he did. And pretending and denying none of it happened, it's your way out. And I know you have to survive, but I have to survive too. I'm your kid. They're your children. You chose him. And you brought him in. And look what he did to your daughter. I knew it was going to happen. I knew he was going to do it. I couldn't save my sister. You could tell what he was going to do. He said it. She was 11 years old the first time. And what, you want me to forgive him, right? And I know I would love to because that would feel better, but you know what? I can't forgive him for that. Not that. The burnings, the beatings, all that, I can forgive him for that, but that, I can't forgive. And I think what's even worse, I can't forgive you. You knew. My mother had 3 children by the time she was 19 by 2 different men, and her first child was illegitimate. But you're not like that. I know you're not. My real father went to prison, I think, for stealing truck tires or something like that. I know my mother. She's not like that. She is not. And see, at that point with 3 kids, at that particular time, what do you do? That's not you. That's something that happened to you. I mean, you don't wait for the perfect guy, I don't think. But that's not you. And I want her back.
Would people have called you white trash?
They never called me that, but they called my family that. I was a straight-A student and very bright, and so I was kind of like that overachiever, and I was the one who was going to bring dignity to the family and blah, blah, blah. I was trying to prove to my family not only was I as good as the rest of the world, but they were too. But
I get the sense you weren't getting a good response to...
No.
Rather the opposite?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to realize the thing you were doing to try to save the family was only making it angrier?
Well, you know what? I think that's they talk about the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And I had an insane point of view about that. I kept going back. I'm not sure that I've changed. I keep hoping that I can change that. I want it to be different. I want to think that there's something that I could do. I want to think that this can change things.
My mom has always been skinny. She was a model. She was in Style magazine. She was doing magazine covers. She was, for a little while, she was pretty hot.
So, you said you wanted to talk to your mom? You feel ready to do that?
Yeah, I'll try, but I'm already scared. It's not even her.
It's not even her.
My mom was a very spoiled teenager. And when it came time for her to take care of herself, she didn't know how to. She was into drugs and didn't know what to do with me at all. I need to tell you that this entire family expects me to screw up just as badly as you do. And with every insult and every beer bottle you throw against my head, with every meal you force down my throat, and then accuse me of being a glutton, you know, I'm coming one step closer to becoming the second black sheep of the family. And you just want me to mess up worse than you, I feel like, so that you're not the bad one anymore.
What are you talking about? I've never thrown a beer bottle on you, on your head.
You did, when I was 13 years old.
You're making that up.
We were watching MTV. I remember the music video that was on.
You're imagining all this.
That's exactly what she'd say. She used to act crazy, bad, really bad hallucinating. Sometimes she would say, the house is on fire, the house is on fire. And she'd grab me and my sister and take us in the closet. And I'd be like, Mommy, what are you doing? And she's been to every clinic I can think of, expensive Hollywood chic ones and really bad ones, you know, where you have no insurance and they don't care what you're going through. You get locked in a room and you have a cup of water and you detox. She's been through it all. But I can't still identify with that. She doesn't understand sobriety. And I think that my eating disorder is a lot like her thing, you know. I feel bad for her, but from what she's done to me, I still kind of don't know how to blame her or the drugs or what, you know.
You're not what I expected. Why can't you just lose weight? Why do you have to eat?
Why do you hate me so much? This is hurting.
Yeah, I don't understand.
You let me down.
I bring home good grades. I take care of Grandma.
But look at how you dress. What are those pants? What are you wearing?
I only wear what I can fit.
Well, if you would stop eating so much.
I eat because she just gave me to my great-grandmother, and I just ate, you know, unlimited. Everything I was denied, I indulged in and just blew up. I was at 300 pounds when I was 13 years old.
None of that stuff ever filled that hole. It just left me feeling more hungry.
You can't just enjoy yourself like your sister. Like, we're fine.
Yeah, well, my sister, she doesn't, everybody thinks she's an angel, but you know what? Because of you, she can't read. She has to prostitute at 17 because you made her feel that she was so beautiful that there was nothing else behind her, that she didn't have to be smart or amount to anything, and now her body, she's got diseases, she can't have children. Because you made her feel that if she was beautiful enough, she didn't need anything else. And now look where we are. You had 2 chances, and you screwed them both up. And you refused to take responsibility.
I'd come back from a tennis tournament, and my dad had picked me up at the train station, and he was drunk. And he didn't often do this, but when he had been drinking, he would say, why did you do this, and this, and this, and this, and you're no good, and, you know, not... Generally speaking, he didn't do that when he was sober. And that's what kind of upset me, is like, well, if you have any guts, you would come out and say this stuff when you're sober, and that would mean more. Right. So he'd continued to berate me, and we were at McDonald's, and I went to the bathroom, and I bailed. I went home, and I took the bus home. Actually, really, all I need to talk to is my dad and my brother.
So look around the room.
Why don't I use David for my brother and Scott for my father?
Is that okay?
Is that okay, guys?
Okay.
he never addressed it. You know, he never really, when he got home, he made sure I was okay, but he never said, like, I can't believe you left me and I feel guilty about it. No, he didn't, those words didn't come out of his mouth. You know, it was the ultimate denial and sweeping under the rug.
If you could just open that emotional place and speak from that, what would you say to Dad?
I'd say, why did you let me down? I mean, why did you have to keep choosing alcohol over me? Why was it, didn't you love me? There's no emotional connection. There's nothing, we didn't talk about anything. Everything was surface level. I don't even know if you ever loved me. I mean, well, how would I know that? I really don't. Just because you're there physically, does that mean you really love me?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Tell him.
I needed more.
Tell him all of it.
You can't just say the words, you've got to show it.
I don't know how to show you. I don't know what I can do.
You're still running away, you're still hiding.
Well,
Still using? Is he still using?
And you're still using, so there's never gonna be, you're worse off than you were before. You're much worse off.
Well, it's easy to point the finger as my life.
I'm not pointing the finger, I'm telling the truth, the way it is. That bottle has controlled everything in our relationship. Worried about that bottle is going to affect how you react to me, how you treat me, how you talk to me, what things we can't talk about, subjects that can't be brought up. Everything, there's so many things off limit. It's more, you love that. That desire for that is more important than me. That feeling is more important than me.
I mean, when I was...
It's affected all my relationships. I mean, I haven't been able to open up to anybody, really. I just put the walls up for everybody.
Tell him more.
I can't let anybody in. From my mom to my brother to other people I love, I can't do it. And you tell me that you love me now, I don't believe you.
I love you, but I don't know how to help you with what you're struggling with.
I know you don't. You just don't get it still.
And if I was to put it away right now, would it change anything?
No, because you have that love of that bottle is more important than anything. Than anything. Especially me. Especially your family.
Do you ever...
My dad, I've only talked to him, I think, 4 times. I've met him once, and I was about 7 years old. And because of that, I can't, like, I have a hard time having relationships, too, because I can't trust men. I think they're gonna leave, or that basically they're gonna leave. It's a scary situation to be in when you can't let your heart to someone that you really, really want.